Every time you hit the live button, it all goes wrong. Every time. Just bear with me while I try and sort this out yet again. Hopefully that's fixed. Try again. Okay. There we go. So, welcome to Sunday stream. As usual, as soon as I go live, there's derailment. We're off to a good start already. Marvelous. Right, I'll put these in. Let's see if it's a bit troublesome today. So I don't tend to normally run steamers on my layout. One, it's not the sort of era that I cover. And two, sometimes they're a real pain in the ass to sort out, especially when they derail at places where you can't actually reach them. So let's just check the settings on here. Internal mic, that's working. Cool. So, good afternoon, all. So we've got Wolf Six in, Hot Dog Andy. How are you doing? Troberton, Martin O'Keefe, welcome to the channel. I don't know where I bother to do now. I'll use a big screen, it's a lot easier. So, all right then, just get this on the top screen and I can just carry on. So these have been running for about an hour with literally no issues. And then as soon as I go to do a live, then it rains a bit now, but it pours, but it doesn't rain, is it? Typical. Not to worry. Anyway, so leading on from last week, the son-in-law didn't get here in time, but he did drop off a collection of locos that he's acquired that are DCC, or they were DCC ready. Now we've added chips to, or he's added chips to them over time, and tested them out quickly last weekend. There's a couple of things where we just needed to clean up the contacts. Nothing's particularly bad, and we managed to get got 5 of them running now. Was hoping to get the Tornado up and running today, but that seems to have a few more issues, so I've had to strip that one down and do a bit of cleaning on it, a bit of maintenance, and it's still stripped down at the moment, so that probably won't be on the tracks today. So, Andy's going to grab a coffee. Happy days. I've decided to open myself a can because it's Sunday, because I can. Pardon the pun. It's good to see the usual mob in this afternoon. That's great. Ivo, welcome. How are you doing? So I'm guessing either you've not gone to the NEC to have a look at the making tracks, or it's either too far, too expensive, or you went yesterday. To be fair, I think I've only seen one guy do a live yesterday at the NEC. I had a quick walk around some of the obviously the main layout and some of the other displays that they had there. It's quite interesting to see the different sort of aspects of the models society that come together. So that's all good. Yeah, that's right. So Donegal, Dad, Mark, he's obviously at the NEC today, so he won't be online. That's fine, sort of thing. You know, he was doing what he needed to do. So I hope he's had a nice time over there. I believe he managed to get a couple of hours of actually running the trains and stuff on the Peak Waterman's layout. So that's all good. So what we have running there at the moment is, and forgive me, I am not averse to all these different types of steam locos, but we do have a Mallard running. That'll be coming around shortly. And I put a couple of my old coaches on the back, just so it's got something to pull around. That should be coming on the screen in a second. Where's the other one then? Let's see where they are. We also have a. Let me get this correct now, because the names do scupper me sometimes. I think it's a Prairie. It's a Class N2 GNR. Green GNR liveried. I think that's. Let me have a look. What's the information on that? Yeah, it's a Prairie steam locomotive. So that's running at the moment with a set of old style wagons, I guess. I don't know the exact name, what you call them. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. It's a little bit far for you, isn't it? Got some sounds coming in from somewhere. Let me try and mute that. Yep. Trying to keep track of where everything is. There's two. Right, put this one on. We've also got the Great Western. I think this is a pannier. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'll put it on this screen so you can actually see. That one there, hopefully. Yeah, so we've got this one here. What we're going to do is we'll run this now on the outer track. That's just recently just had a quick clean and a bit of oil just to get that running. We'll stick that on the outer track and we'll see if we can get that going around the circuit. Which I think is, let me have a look. I think that is coded as 4. Number 4. There we go. Swap that one around. There we go. So that one's off on its way now. I think this one, I could be wrong. That one could have been a conversion. I'm not sure. We have something blue, something green. Yeah, we've got Mallards in green, the panniers in green, the other one's in green. So yeah, they're all green at the moment. What I will do in a short while, I'll put this one on. Just trying to get it onto the screen now. I've got a bit of a delay. There we go. We'll swap the pannier out for this one, and we'll see that trundling around with its set of wagons. So you'll have to forgive me. I don't know the names of all these. But again, that one's just been the wheels have been cleaned and then lightly oiled, so we know that runs. We'll have that on the track shortly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we've got 3 sets running at the moment. We can swap one out in a while. we've still got the 9F here, so if need be, I'll put the 9F on, and that can run around a bit. British clone of the BR64. Is that what it is? I've seriously no idea, to be fair. Cam 2 looks a little bit out of focus. Let me see if I can try and do something with that. I don't know exactly what. With it being a mobile phone, I'm not too sure how I can get around doing that. There we go. Ah, yeah, I think that's back in focus now. So that's the mallard on the outer track just going through. So while that's running around there, then I've already, like I said last week, I made the start on that building. I'm going to try and get that finished off. So I put some bits and pieces on it in the week. Excuse me. And from time to time, what I'll do, I'll swap cameras around. We're going to have a hue. So one of the things I've had a bit of a clean around the other day, and I found a roll of this. It's a bit like bitumen. It's actually ideal for doing the roofs of the buildings. So I'm going to attach this to the second part of that Swindon station I've got, and we'll put that on the roof. And hopefully that'll be quite a good mimic of a bitumen style roof. So how's everyone been anyway? Anyone bought any new toys? Any additional bits of scenery that you want to talk about, or even share? If you want to come online, you can do. I'll put the link in the description or in the chat in a minute. Standard invite. Okay. There you go. So the link's in the chat. If anyone's interested in, if they want to pop in for a short while, you can do so. Just going to try and cut a little bit of this bitumen out. Yeah, it probably would, to be fair, Ivo. Yeah, but without a doubt. Vincent Central, good afternoon. How are you, sir? I hope you're well. So we just got a few. I said for those that are catch coming in. We've got a few of the old steamers running today, courtesy of the son-in-law that brought them around last Sunday. We wanted to do a proper gala session where we try and get a mix and match. Just on the layout, really, just somewhat different. Oh, and also we have a derailment. Why is it they always derail in the worst possible places? I don't even know if I can get to that. Just bear with me for a second. We've got a cup, but right, so that cup has obviously come off from somewhere. Not too sure where. I'll keep that to the side then. Chris Gilbert, good afternoon. How are you? So, just to give a quick overview, with that camera, move it to here for a minute. I'll just set this up somehow. Break here. So moving on from the station, and I managed to get that extra bit in. So that's all in place. Again, this is just cardboard, and what I've done is just did a. We'll get this in the camera, right? Just a little bit of reinforcing on the top corner with a bit of balsa wood, and then obviously connects to the main building. And there will be another set of lights going in here as well, so it will be lit up from the whole length of the station. What we'll do is we'll use that bitumen which we just talked about. We'll get it cut to size, and then we'll literally stick it on this roof here. I'm just going to make it slightly shorter because there is a bit of a wall that sticks proud of this, so just got to take that into account. Probably best if I did that actually. Let's see if I can do that. The thing about being left-handed is it does get awkward. There. It's pretty close. So what's everyone else been up to then? Shave more off on this. So I was trying to get into the attic yesterday, and for some unknown reason, one of the I suppose you would call it one of the linkages, part of the hinge, decided to shear yesterday, and I was not entirely impressed. So some of the stuff I should have done yesterday, I didn't manage to do because I was busy trying to get the attic door fixed and usable again. And to price up a new attic door for a set of ladders is not cheap by the looks of it. I think B&Q were asking for around about £200+ for a decent one. I mean, that's like crazy nuts. So when I bought this, we bought it about 8 years ago but I'm pretty certain it didn't cost me more than about 90 quid. So how the prices have hiked up is beyond me. Anyway, managed to fix it, take the old rivet out and just replace it with a nut and bolt. Just make sure the clearances are good. Okay, that should. Yeah, we can live with that. Just cut the end up and square. Yeah, that looks all right. I think that'll look quite good. So the good thing, obviously, having quite a lot of models in here, whether they've been working or not, is that over time you collect a lot of spares. And for me, having these weights, where are we? Here we go. These old metal steel bar weight things come in handy, especially when I want to do glue some stuff down and keep it compressed. So use some glue. And use a bit of some wood in it. Some cut-offs and everything. Little cut-off. Let's get those into the edges. Now, normally I use normal PVA glue, which this is what this is, but if you go to B&Q, use this dial stuff. It's okay, but I just find that I went to Hobbycraft and used their glue instead, and this is considerably better. It's a far better job than the stuff you get from B&Q. A bit too much on here. Just take some of this excess off, stick it somewhere. Give me a sec. The good thing is, it's a lot tackier than that normal PVA glue, which is quite good. It tends to go up a lot quicker as well. So I think from now on, glue of choice is definitely from Hobbycraft. Good question. No, it's still running around. It's on the inner track. The pannier on the outer track is on its own at the moment. Sorry, the pannier track is on its own on the outer track, and I've got the green prairie on the innermost track, and that is pulling a set of wagons. A little bit of glue there. There you go. The good thing with this is I can put this on, and this will pretty much be set now within sort of 20 minutes or so, 10 minutes if that. Really good stuff. Right, let's change Where are we? It's just coming around. So let me bring the. Where is he? Number 4. Let's bring this one over. I'll stop it and I will change it over. Where is he? There he is. Or maybe he's not going to stop. Okay, he has now. We'll stick this other one on. Well, that's trundling around for a while, I think. That was also 6.4, so bring that up to speed. And it looks like my main laptop's frozen. Couldn't plan this if we tried. Just searched my Western Mail. I think it may need a new motor. Already? Oh, man. What's happening there? Let's try that. Yep, there we go. Let's go the opposite way. What happened? Line Town, how are you doing? So the Mallow's still running on the outer line. The pannier is going in reverse now. That's always handy. Hopefully be around in a bit. It's taking a little bit longer on this one. Just hold as it. Oh, okay. I'll just move these around. Just take off the excess glue. And what I'll do is I'll just put a tiny little uplift on that, just to represent that little wool fascia that they have. And I need to get some plastic on here as well. Finish off the old window look. I don't actually know if I've got any. Let's have a look. No. So, managed to get some brickwork reprinted, and obviously the tiling as well. So the tiling, across just on here, where we had some water damage the other week. I've got some of that new stuff printed out, so we'll be attaching that shortly. And obviously, when we get to the ins and outs of this, we'll finish it all off. I managed to find a couple of extra downpipes for the drains, so they'll go on. I think I need 2 for the front end, so we'll put 2 in there. And there's lights in this system, so I don't need to worry about those lights. There's 3 LED lights in there. They're already wired in. So it's just a case of doing the second part, and obviously the third part. We'll get those wired in at some point. And hopefully, with a dimmer switch, because I'm going to change the main switch to the lights up in here. And we're going to get rid of the fluorescent tube that I've got, and we'll put in a couple of spotlights. And that way I can do like an evening scene sort of thing. Put all the lights on the layout and turn the main lighting down. So it should be a good effect with a bit of luck. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like daylight scenery running, or do you like a bit of both? We've got evening sort of time where it's a bit dark and you get to see all the lights and everything come out. What's your take on that? Could have got some paint actually. Could have painted it as well. Let's think about that later. Another reason why I don't tend to have steamers on here, they really are sensitive to track. Let's see if we can get the Black 5 running. Okay, so the 5 is running. We'll just get this one started up. Very clean. He's got a very clean Deltic now. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? That's why I don't run. Just get caught in the most weirdest places. All right. Okay. Jesus. Let's put that there for a minute. I've now got to try and recover one of the trains. Exactly why I don't run steamers. No idea how I'm going to get to that. Just bear with me while I try and figure out how to get this out from underneath the tunnel. Try. There we go. Actually, it's probably a bad move putting that on. I versus only has two steamers. Yeah, it's one of those things, and I think for steamers you've got to be really careful. Well, definitely careful on the old curves and stuff, but all the curves on here are acceptable for the Scotsman, Mallard, all that sort of stuff. So, and even the 9F, it handles the corners really well. I think there's only one tight corner I've got, and that is on the inner track. And I haven't bothered to change that corner because I just don't tend to run steamers. But as you can see, Mallard seems to be running okay, which is all good. We'll just change that view. Here we go. Okay. And there, and there. I'm missing something. I can't see it. Where are you? Where's me prairie gone? There he is. He's stuck in there. Right. So that's still running. I mean, considering that these, when they were bought, they were in a pretty, well, bought, I'd say acquired, they were in a pretty poor condition. But we managed to resurrect most of them. And they're really good. He did send me, let me show you these, where are they? There they are. Show you these coaches. And what I'll do, I'll put it on a track that's not being used. That one. We've done the GPT, so we just hammer it down. See the light, see the light? Very cleverly done. I really like that idea. Now, I was going to have these running on the layout, but for some reason, and it's definitely not the layout, I've checked. The bogey system on these carriages don't like the corners. The match up between the turning radius and the bogey and the actual flip. If I was to bring it up here. Verted the bogey on it. Really nice coach. Really like how they've done the curtains on the table and the little light on the table. I think that's proper smart. I do like that. And obviously the pickups will take from the underneath on the actual wheel axles, which is quite a good way of doing it. The only thing with this is where this turns, if you can see the linkage, moving this out. And it's supposed to sort of like give you that full radius, but on mine, for some reason, it's catchy. I'll put it the other way around. every now and again it catches. And because of that, it derails on the layout that I've got. So I haven't been able to run these, which is a shame because they look really smart. Not too sure what would normally pull these. There was a particular steamer, I have no idea. But you can have those lights on. That's really smart. I like that idea. Yeah, it's a shame they don't go the whole way. I would like to have had these on the system. So anyway, that's by the by. I heard a derail then, it wasn't. The guide of the coupler. Have a look. Have a look. I don't know if I can, mate, to be fair. I mean, these aren't mine either, so oh yeah. No. I'll probably leave that to Josh because these are basically his carriages. They're not mine to mess about with. I don't think he has any issues with him running on his. His is literally a straight. I think it's a 4x8 track. It's got 2 tracks on there. What's that one going again? It's still running. This one. That's right. Let's see if we can get that pannier running again. So one at the bottom. So has anyone actually seen the video clips of the making tracks? Was it 4 now over at the NEC? There we go. So that's up and running. That's good. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look at Ivo. So I'll speak to Josh if he's got any issues with his. He'll decide what he wants to do with the carriage. But they look really smart, and they've also got the different style coupler fitting on the ends. Lime Tree Towns, we've got only seen videos. Saying to buy a warehouse, some wooden tracks, absolutely. Andy saw one yesterday, but it was everything but making tracks. Oh, okay. Was it the guy with his family? Was it? I think the one I saw, it was a little bit of the track, a couple of the layouts, and then remote control trucks and stuff. Quite possibly, not sure. I would have thought there would have been a lot more coverage on it, to be fair. It's everything. Right, put it up there for a minute. So we'll try carry on while you lot are we'll carry on with getting on with this building now, do some bits and pieces, and hopefully we can get some sort of images of some of the areas that I need just to concentrate on. I knew there's a new I think it's like a waiting room, but it's like an all glass waiting room. So I'm going to try and see if I can get some images of that area and go from there. That one back. I was thinking to get what I see. Yeah, I can. Yeah, give me a second. I'll just bring him up. There they are. So we need to go to the he's got what appears to be the small NEM ones. Which is okay. Obviously, where it moves, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it's obviously moving. It sort of moves independent of the bogey system, so it's relying on the bogey to sort of move it in and out. But just there now, it's catching. Go that way. Some of these on the other side are the wires coming down as well. I don't know. This setup system here, this setup here is very similar to the stuff I've got on the 800 GWI 800s. And they were spring activated. Didn't have the NEM coupler. It was I think it was a straight through bar. It was like male female. But I ended up having to take the spring. There was a spring in there somewhere. I took the spring out because it was just causing no end of problems to the 800. That's them one. And then obviously the other ones, I've got quick release couplers. If you can see that on there. Obviously the Prairie, which other one? This black one that's coming around now with the wagons, they've all got these couplings on. And they seem to be really good to be fair. I've not had one issue with these at all. But again, obviously, you don't mind. They're almost like alone. But I quite like these sort of style of couplings. It's very easy just to sort of lift the coach up and take off rather than trying to fight with the multi-books. couplers work better if they're fitted with the Hornbury close couplers. They need to move with us. Ah, right, okay. KD. Yeah, that was the name I was trying to remember. Okay, those KD couplers look really quite smart, to be fair. Certainly those little wagons that I've got going around at the moment. I've been running for on and off about 2 hours now. I've not had one issue, not one single issue with those couplers being fitted. I'd like to fit those to my diesel fleet, but because obviously I've got slightly older coaches, some of them have still got the D coupler, and it's some of them are detachable because they're newer stock, but the older stock, it's actually molded into the bogie itself. So short of cutting it and then re-gluing, it's not, for me, it's not worth it. But definitely when I'm getting the 266s that I have, I will probably get those converted to the KDs because I want to be able to troll a couple of rakes of the intermodals with all the ISO, what you call them, ISO containers on top. So I probably will change all those out for KDs. They look smart. Right. Just clean this area up. Just have a look at this now. Let's see, so glue down. All okay. KDs that they move too much for close couplers to act reliably. Right, okay. I mean, there's various styles. I think we sort of mentioned some stuff last week. There's various styles of couplers you can get. I think it's just down to your own sort of personal preference. I actually do like those, but for a lot of my fleet with it being diesel, if you haven't got the NEM pocket, then I'm pretty much screwed. And I don't particularly want to be hacking away at old decouplers to try and update the stock. It'd probably be easier and simplified for me to sell the old coaches, but then fork out for the newer ones where I have the choice of KD or NEM, whichever I want to use. And at the moment, I'm not into doing that. Definitely not. We'll just see if I put this one into reverse. I get your feeling that one. Oh, it's still going. So the green one's just coming through here now. I'm still chuckling away. Considering that wasn't working 2 hours ago, with a bit of a clean and a little bit of oil on the actual gearing, and that's working wonders, which is really good. Spice things up a little bit. Get me 66 rolling because I know we said we're going to have a diesel, a steam day today, but I like this 66. Where is he? Don't suppose anyone's got a spare Valenta TTS chip, have they? They usually come in pairs, but for some reason, one of mine decided to blow a few weeks ago. So I've only got one Valenta TTS sound decoder on my 43s. If anyone's got one spare or they're willing to sell it to us for a reasonable price, let me know. Great Eastern Model Railways actors for sale. Oh, okay. Hi, New Durham. How are you? I'll have a look then. Yeah, I was a bit mightily cheesed up with that one. Couldn't believe it blew. I can't actually remember now what was. I think it was just running. From what I can recall, it not long had the upgrade done to the motor, the CD motor. DCC sound PCB board, and then the TTS chip on top, and it was running nice and sweet for about half hour or so, and it all went peaked on. Yeah, took the sound off that one for a minute. I actually have no idea why that tripped. But never mind. Right, so if I change, which one is it? That one? No. Must be live. It's the front camera. There we go. I'll try and get that sorted. Just a little bit there. I'll just put a bit more weight on it just to get it to tuck. Now, for what I can tell on the other side, this needs just a little bit of tweaking on the side. Probably not much. Yeah. I don't actually know if that's going to catch. It's put me the other camera on. Probably be a lot easier. And then as I move this up here a little bit. Put that to the back there. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Yeah. Okay. So I just need to expand this just a little bit. Okay. I'll spin that over. And then what I'm going to do is basically just put a short piece in here. And some of the pictures I've seen is a physical like a new sort of building that sits along here. It's like a glass door, glass style waiting room. So I'll probably have to pick up some plastic bits of plastic and then make that. I think I don't think cardboard's going to cut it, to be fair. We can do the little bits here for now. Right. Here's well, what I tend to do is I use a bit of balsa wood, just scraps of balsa wood that I have, it just gives it a bit of rigidity. So I've got one there, maybe in the handle. And it's a good thing about this is we can do your scratch build. You can pretty much use whatever you want. You know, you've got your own license to do whatever you please, really. If it looks good at the end, then you know it's a good job well done, isn't it? There we go. That'll do. Where's my pen? Yeah, I'll have to give that website a look into that later on. I think see if I can get myself a new sound chip for me 43, and hopefully I can get that up and running in a few weeks' time. It's a good thing with balsa wood. It's just easy to work with. Yeah. A little bit of glue on there. And then hopefully I'll stick this on. It should be relatively flush. Yeah. Good. Just move that to I3 on there then. Let's just get this to the other side. Yeah. The good thing about this is that you just put it as close as you think it's going to be. And I use any of the gaps that I find on here. I use a little bit of just some normal filler. So the stuff that you use around your house, just bits and pieces like that. I find that's quite useful. And we'll let that rest. What we're doing is just smear that down there so it doesn't catch all of it. So, does anyone know? Obviously, the main guy from Holby, he's obviously gone on to do other jobs now, hasn't he? And his PA also, she's gone on to do other jobs. Does anyone know if Holby are going to be doing another series based on their day-to-day sort of insights. Like, designing and this, that, and the other, or do you think that's going to be it now? Is that the last time we're going to see of any sort of new production-based stuff being brought to the fold on the TV? Okay. Jesus, every time. There's never enough room. Never enough room. Luckily, it hasn't. There you go. That's a good thing. So I put balsa wood in here just to firm it up. So any accidents I have like that, it doesn't damage it straight away. So it's always good just to give it a little bit of reinforcement. Like the inside of here now. Where are we? Just inside of there. I'll probably use something like this. And I'll probably put it up in the roof area. And just gives it a bit more rigidity. And then seal some of that in. Right, are they all running? Everyone's, yep. 66 is running. The mallard is still going. That's done really well, that mallard, to be fair. The prairie's still going. And where is... Stop here. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? There he is. So you've had the Scotsman running earlier on. Obviously, you've got this 41264. Apologies, I don't know what the name is of it. Mallard's been running for quite a while. The Prairie's been running for a while, and the other one, we had Great Western one. We've had that run this afternoon, which is good. The 9F, we did have the 9F running, but that decided to take a bit of a spat underneath the tunnel in the corner. It's probably the track, to be fair. I need to have a look at that. I need to take that panel off and just check out that corner. I think there's a fish plate that's not quite making a connection on the outer track at the back end. So I'm going to have a look at that, I think. Back in the house. Yeah, probably Andy. I don't think we'll see any more episodes from Hornby now. Seen that Simon. I can't remember what the young girl's name was. But yeah, I think that's it now. They've had their sort of exposure. He's obviously moved on to better things. Let's hope that they learn from their previous mistakes and go back to certain managers being overzealous and what they can buy and do. Yeah, I mean, going from that building, Montana has to live. Yeah, going from that building to then being put into a totally brand new office complex. And then when Simon came back into the fold, one of the first things he did was basically say, "No, we're not having this. Back into the old building." Because that's where Hornby was established. Quite right. It was just spending money for spending's sake, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely, Iron Tree. Yeah, yeah, they got the publicity and obviously headhunted. Would surprise me. Um, Montana's young enough and um, clever enough to sort of like take the pick of the bunch, really, isn't she? I'm gonna do, yeah, that's the way. That's fine. Yeah. Turn this back over. Yeah, set quite well now, which is bang on. Bit of trim on there. Let's look at that for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll put there'll be a little bit of a gap just there, I think. It's an access door. And from here, so we've come out a little bit with this glass waiting room. And then the back end then is just, I don't know what that space is, but it's just sort of gloss space. So we'll get that built up either today or sometime during the week. Probably there, I think. And then once this goes back onto the actual platform where it usually sits, there's some bike racks that need to go in. I think now they put in again a glass covered bike rack sort of building, and after that, I think then it'll just be basically replace the lights on the actual platform itself because we've got all those here. So we'll replace all those lights in the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully we can do an evening sort of dulled uh, live where it just literally trains running around with lights on and an evening session. Sam got a second black five. Was that Sam from Sam's Trains, Andy? Yeah. I'll have to have a catch up later on. I'm assuming he's going to. He'll probably do a review, won't he? He tends to do all that sort of stuff. But no, good. It's moving out of the way. I think that's yeah. So it didn't take long at all. That's really good. Let's see if I've got a little bit of wood. Might as well just try and do all these little bits that how they were broken off in the past. Trying to catch where they are and put them back into the tool. Let's do this one. What we do is, yeah. Let's see what we've got. Plenty of matchsticks. I just don't know if I got the right size. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some of those up. Like. Ah, there we go. Pound on. Okay. I've subscribed to too many channels and spent most of my time watching updates on live. Has anyone come across the thing with YouTube where they're actually taking some of your subscribers off the channel? It's something to do with they're not actually active on their channel these days. But they basically remove you from that channel. Anyone come across that? I wouldn't even know where to look, to be fair. Yeah. Just hope I've got enough paint to touch up all this. Yeah, it's a bit naff, that, I think. It's a bit unfair if people, they're trying their best to sort of get the subscribers up and stuff like that, and the first thing they do is boot them off. I suppose it's the way of the world of YouTube, isn't it? It's always about algorithms and counts and God knows what else. Move this. Right, is that side done? And do I have enough for the other side? That's the problem. Well, yeah, they do get money for them. I mean, it's nice that people sort of like have all those extra followers and stuff. And they can put things up on their accounts. So, should you wish to support them in their builds and stuff like that, that's all well and good. I tried that with just a link. But, I don't think it was a waste of time to be fair. It's just snapped. That's really unfortunate. Let's see if I can get this to work. I need some double length matches. That's what I need. Alright, I won't be able to do that one this week then. I'll have to go get some matches from the shop. Don't have the right size. So what about this one? No, I think that's going to be okay. So, depends on people being like, yeah, true. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. There we go. We can get one in there. That's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an expensive hobby as it is. Any help is more than appreciated, I think. I'm actually quite impressed with this lot since they've been on. I'll touch wood. We've not had any issues. Apart from the hiccup earlier on, I think we've done pretty well. Let's change them around a bit. This is where it all goes wrong, isn't it, now? We've changed direction on some of them. It's all going to go peak time. Let's have a look. Just... No, definitely not that one. Let's try the class M2. Let's reverse that one and see what happens. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. A treat. Get on there and stick that into there. So I'm not quite sure who's on after me. I think it's a bit of a break. I have no idea. Right. I think the main thing on this is basically did that actually reverse? Did it go? Did it go? Yep. So that was obviously going the right way. What else have we got that's running? I think that dial depth, so turn that one off. Oops. That's that one. Let's change that one to that side. Happy days. All right. It's definitely set. I'm just trying to see if I've got any bits of wood that I could use as a. I might have actually. So I can use. That might work. Yeah, it's just not reclaiming stuff really. This is from another build. I could probably get away with doing that. Cut that there. Thanks for this. I just need a smidgen taken off the edge. I seem to be all doing really well. Quite impressed. Just a shame that the 9F kept tripping up in that corner. I had to put that one back on. I'll be glad when this building is actually finished. I think I now know why I didn't bother to finish it off. Not sure of any of the lives today. Craig sometimes is a live at Durham on Sunday night. Alan at Buckland is doing one. Oh, he's doing one tonight, is he? That's cool. Already cut this area around, but it's getting there. Happy days, and then just slip that in there. And there's some air. I noticed on some of the satellite images, there's some air conditioning units on this building as well. So I'll probably end up doing that. I'll get those from eBay or something, whoever's selling them. And get some of the old air conditioning units on here. I think there's a little building around here somewhere, and obviously I've still got the footbridge to put across as well. So I think it's around about here. We come upstairs into the main foyer. You then can go up again, and it's a footbridge that goes over platform 1 onto the disused, and then down into the car park on the other side of the station. So I've yet to build that. I did do one a couple of years ago, but it just looked a little bit out of scale, so I took it apart. Yeah, well, I'll probably use plastruck, same as I use for the building behind me, for the big maintenance shed. I'll probably use some of that and build up the passenger stairs. Too much. It's worked out quite well, actually. Just find that in a bit. Need a little bit of filler, but that's nothing. And I'll paint all this afterwards as we can. There it is. So cut that off there. Days. So how have we got then anyway? We're looking at 3:30. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no worries, Vincent. Thanks very much. That's not an exactly exciting one today. I'm just letting those steamers run while I do just a little bit of building on here. Perfect. Spread on there. Spread on there. There you go. First derailment. Not bad for an hour. This is all set. These KD couplers are pretty smart. Not the fact that it's just that easy to disconnect and reconnect. So probably what I'll do is do a couple more runs on this. And it's company on the layers, Graham. Nice to chat. No worries. Yeah, what I'll do, guys, is I'm just going to continue with this now. Do a little bit more of the build, which is pretty boring stuff, really, isn't it, to be fair. So what I'll probably do is I'll end the live in a couple of minutes. Just letting you run around a few times. And I'll continue with just finishing off doing this roof border. Try and get the other side done today. And then if all goes well, I can then concentrate on the back end part. I'll see if I can find some plastic for here. Put that roof section on. And I will try and get some paint established as well. Try and clean up this bit here. Okay, so thanks for joining in. Don't forget to hit the like button, thumbs up button if you liked it. If you didn't, okay, that is what it is, isn't it? But I may do either a short live next week or I might not be on at all. I'm not too sure at the moment. I've got some outings that I need to be doing. However, thanks for joining in today. I was hoping to try and get those carriages on the system as well because they would have looked great with the lights on and everything, but they were just constantly derailing. They just did not like the curves. So I hope you enjoyed today with the little bit of the steams on here just for a change. And well, take care, be safe, and hopefully we'll catch up with you next week. Right. Bye for now. Cheers all.